When you imagine Avengers, Doomsday, you're not just picturing a big Avengers assemble moment. You're picturing the first-time interactions, the awkward stares, the quick jokes, the wait, you exist? But let's be real. What people want most is the same thing every time that is clash of superpower characters together. So here are the matchups fans keep hearing about and how they could actually work on screen. 1. Thor versus Doom, God versus Genius. Whether this happens early or late, it tells us one thing. Doom is not a normal villain. Thor's reason to fight Doom could be revenge, if incursions cost him people or worlds. Or it could be protector mode, Thor stepping up as the first line of defense. And for this to feel fair, Thor probably shows up upgraded. Not stronger hammer upgraded, more like deeper cosmic power, battle ready, serious Thor. But the twist is, Doom doesn't have to win by overpowering Thor. He wins by outthinking him. That's how you make Doom scary. 2. Tobey Spider-Man versus Wolverine. A mistake that turns brutal next is the one that would break the internet. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man versus Hugh Jackman Wolverine. This doesn't start with hate. It starts with confusion, incursion chaos, collapsing realities, everyone on edge. Wolverine sees a masked guy and assumes enemy. Spider-Man tries to calm it down until the claws come out. At first, Spidey is holding back, but once it gets serious, it flips fast, because when Spider-Man stops pulling punches, it's a problem. And the best part? They probably end it the classic way. Both realize they're on the same side, right before the universe around them gets worse. 3. Nightcrawler versus Reed Richards. Teleportation versus pure IQ. Now imagine this. Nightcrawler versus Reed Richards. This is the kind of fight that starts from a misunderstanding too. Reed is building a multiversal device, thinking he's saving everyone. Nightcrawler sees it and thinks, that's the thing destroying reality. So Kurt attacks, and at first, Reed gets destroyed, because teleportation is impossible to read. But once Reed catches the pattern, it turns into a genius trap fight. Reed starts predicting exits, controlling space, turning Kurt's biggest advantage into a weakness. It also gives Reed something the MCU hasn't shown yet. Not just that he's smart, but that he's dangerous when he has a plan. 4. Gambit versus Shang-Chi. Style fight of the movie. If the movie wants one crowd-pleaser fight, it's probably Gambit versus Shang-Chi. Gambit is throwing kinetically charged cards, mini explosions on impact. Shang-Chi is using the 10 rings to intercept, redirect, and slam them back. That's a visual feast, and Gambit doesn't fight clean. He fights lethal when he's pushed. So this could be way more intense than people expect. And the reports don't stop there, because there's also talk Gambit clashes with Doom too, which would be Doom proving a point. Even top-tier mutants can't take him solo. 5. The Void and Professor X. The scariest kind of fight. Now here's the wild card. Sentry. If Bob loses control, we don't get Hero Sentry. We get the Void, and that's a walking disaster. And that opens the door for a completely different battle. A mindscape showdown. Professor X versus the Void isn't about punching. It's about domination inside someone's head. Raw, psychic warfare. And if Charles can pull Bob back from the edge, that becomes the turning point that unlocks full Sentry. 6. The Leaders Clash. Cyclops versus Captain America. Another rumored clash? This is leadership versus leadership. 2 teams, 1 crisis, 0 trust. And the cool twist? It might not be one Cap. It could be Steve and Sam working together. Sam controls the air, Steve controls the ground, and Cyclops forces the whole battlefield to move with precision blasts. This fight won't be long, because it's probably building toward the bigger truth. They don't beat Doom apart. They beat him together. Final boss energy. God Loki versus Doom. And then there's the rumor that sounds like a final act moment. If Loki is in God of Stories mode, he doesn't just fight with power. He fights with reality itself. Illusions, narrative control, forcing Doom to face what he fears. And that's how you set up Secret Wars level stakes. Now here's the real question. Which matchup do you think breaks first? Thor versus Doom? Drop your answer in the comments and tell me which fight Marvel can't afford to mess up.